Let's begin by gently rolling our shoulders back and forward. You can go ahead and pull your right arm across your chest with your left arm present above or below your elbows. Repeat the same thing on the next side, pulling your left arm across your chest, your right arm above or below your elbows. Go ahead and put your right arm to the side of your right hip, your left arm all the way across for some side body stretch. And now let's repeat the same thing on the other side. So your left arm to the side of your left hips and your right arm all the way across your body. From here, we're going to go ahead and transition to all four to do some wrist stretch. So while on all fours, press all 5 fingers firmly to the ground, facing towards your heels. Now go ahead and sit as close as possible to your heels without lifting your wrist off the floor. So push back as far as you can. Go ahead and release. Now we want to do the same thing, but the back of your palms facing the earth, making sure you do not lift your wrist off the floor. Sitting as far back to your heels as you possibly can. Go ahead and release. Shake out your wrists, and we're going to transition to plank. Hold your plank for 10 long, slow, deep breaths. So that should be about a minute. Make sure you're breathing. Keep breathing. Awesome, you're doing great. Now drop to halfway off the floor and hold. Make sure you're breathing as you hold. Now slowly push back up to plank and hold. Go ahead and drop to halfway down the mat and hold. Now go ahead and push back up to plank, and now slowly transition to side plank on your right side. If you like, you can lift up that left leg. Now let's go ahead and transition back to plank and side plank on the left side. You can lift that right leg up if you'd like. I'll slowly transition to plank, then all fours. Now sit on your heels and stretch your arms to the side. Awesome. With your arms stretched, you want to make tiny, tiny circles with your arms, 50 to the front and 50 to the back. I'm going to let you count at your own pace. This is very difficult, so take breaks when you need to, as you need it, and as you go. Make sure you're breathing. That's 50 for me, so we're gonna go the opposite direction for 50 more times. When you get to 100, with your arms stretched out, don't drop it if you can help it. Slowly just beat up and down like you're tapping on something, but tiny pulses. We're going to continue this for 50 times with our palms facing the earth and 50 times with our palms facing the sky. Make sure you're breathing through each movement. Okay, that's 50 for me. So arms to the sky, same tiny pulses, up and down. They're super micro movements. You should barely be even seeing the movement. That craziness is all done. Take some shoulder rolls if you need it. Transition to a reverse prayer or using your arms to pull the opposite elbow if you cannot get to reverse prayer. Awesome. Now go ahead and release your right arm to the sky. Your left hand should be pulling on your right elbow. Awesome. Now if you can, use your left fingers to reach on your right fingers and just pull down for some shoulder stretch. Great, now release. We're going to do the same thing on the other side. So left hand to the sky, your right hand should be pulling on your left elbow, and if you can, release your right hand and grab your left fingers. Release your arms, and we're going to go ahead and transition to all fours. When on all fours, lift your knees off the mat and hover. When you get there, go ahead and do tiny little pulses with your inner thighs, just extremely tiny pulses for 20 times. When you get to 20, go ahead and lightly tap your fingers in front of you, 10 on each side, so you should be doing a total of 20. At 20, go ahead and transition to plank. From plank, we will do some shoulder taps. So use your hands to tap your opposite shoulder interchangeably. We are going to repeat this 10 times on each side. On the 10th round, drop to halfway, chaturanga, and hold. Release your body to the earth, and we're going to do tiny cobra rolls. So hands to the sides of your chest, we're going to lift up our chest off the mat. 2, 3, 4, and on the 5th one, we're going to take still or high cobra. So as far as you can extend your arms, lift off the mat. Awesome. And thank you for joining my class. Please feel free to like or comment below, and hope you have an amazing day.